Well, you can tell where I've been. And in each one of these bags, there are 5 little Plecosauruses. Focus, 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 yes. And now, so there's 10 of them here. There's the other bag of 5. And I am going to quarantine these for a while in this tank. That's the 20-gallon tank with 5 lampi tetras that's just gotten really kind of algaed over and all. So I figure this is a good place as any to quarantine those little guys. And I'm going to put these 5 lampi tetras into this tank. My 75 with Joe and Charlie the angelfish and their 5 little black skirt tetra buddies. The other 2 are hiding around here somewhere. And the potential for being as many as a dozen clown plecos. I thought I saw one. Nope. It's, yep, fooled again. And some ram's horn snails. And I actually saw a couple blue dream shrimp in here, so they survived. And a bunch of bronze cories. So this is going to be the new home for the lampi tetras. So we'll see how that goes. So now I got to fish out the lampis and move them into here, and then also float the plecos. So what I got were 10 more of those back there hiding. Let's see if we can make it a little bigger and not lose it. There he is. The ones I got are obviously a lot smaller, but this is what they're going to grow into, and they're going to get even bigger at some point, I'm sure. But they're an amazing cleanup crew. I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. This tank was a mess. It had all this black fuzzy algae all over the plants, all over the place, all kinds of weird mulm on the down on the gravel, the sand, and on the side of the tank, that black fuzzy stuff and green algae, and I put those 2 in there. There's another one back, where's my finger? There we go. Behind this guy, camera hog, way back, camera hog, way back there. And so there's the pair of them in here, and they had this tank almost spotless in 2 days. And now it's about 2 weeks later, and it really is spotless. So they are an amazing cleanup crew. So I floated the lampis, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. And this is the 75. There should be 5 in there still. There they are. And this is going to be their new home. And let's see what that looks like. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not, but it is what it is. Who's first? Nobody. Come on, somebody be brave. You can do it. There you go. There's number 1. Alpha lampi. 2, 3. Come on. I don't know. It's just fun to watch them and see who does what. They're just 2 scaredy cats right there. They're skittish fish. They are skittish. Come close to the tank. They're all over the place. They're fast. They are like greased lightning trying to net them out of that tank. And we're just going to move on because they will grow old there. Well, here we are just a couple minutes later, and they seem to be okay. And they were swimming around with the black skirts. I know I said there's 5, and I see 4 now. It's around. I've actually seen them go in and out of the caves down there under the rocks, which is weird. I didn't think they were cave dwellers. But the lampi tetras seem to be okay in here. Hope they stay that way. I put them in that 20 hoping they'd spawn, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I'm doing it right. Probably the wrong water. Probably need really soft water. I don't have it, and I haven't gone out of my way to work on that. I don't know if Joe and Charlie are happy about this. There's Joe pouting in one corner, Charlie pouting in the other. So I don't know. Maybe they had a tiff, but I don't know. Maybe they just don't like the new company. But the new company seems to like it here. They're a nice school. A few more of those would be really cool in here. Maybe 8 or 10 total, because they are really pretty. So anyway, lampi tetras. Now we're just waiting for the plecos to finish acclimating. All right, well, I was just gonna net them out, open the ends of the bags, net them out, put them in one at a time, but something spoke to me and said, don't do that. put them in a bucket. So, got a 2-gallon bucket here, and I am going to dump them all in the bucket, and then I'm going to net them out of the bucket and leave PetSmart's water to water the lawn. So I wonder if that works. I saw the guy at the fish shop do this once, where he just cut the end off the bag and poured them all out. And we're going to try that. I don't know if you guys want to see this or not, so I'm going to move you around so you can laugh at me if it fails. All right, so I cut the end off right there. Hopefully you got a view, and we're just gonna dump them in. And that actually worked pretty good. I had to slide it, oh my gosh. There are 2 Malaysian trumpet snails in there. Another good reason to dump stuff into a bucket before you move the fish into your tanks. You're welcome. So there's that one. I guess I didn't even need to open the rubber band, did I? Thinking about that. All right. So again, just gonna cut the bottom of the bag off, hold it over the bucket, and there they go. So you know how what a fan of snails I am. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me show you these. Kind of cool. And these are just a smaller version of the. And these are just a smaller version of the 2 bigger ones that I showed you in the betta tank. And these are a good cleanup crew. Now let's see if I can get them out of here. I was watching Adrian's fish room, and he was fishing plecos out barehanded. I don't know if I'm into that or not. Maybe a bigger net. Oh, there's 2. One, 2. And hopefully there's enough food in here for them to do well on. Oh, there's 3. Silly fish. I don't know, these are just what, common plecos? 4. So I got 10. Oh, unicorn vomit gravel. But at least not the snails. 5. I'm tempted to put them in a tank, see just how fast they multiply. 6. Because I can always nuke one tank. 7. I guess I could put them in this tank. 8. 9. And a difficult one. And there's 10. Come on, there you go. Fortunately, they're not real jumpers. And 2 Malaysian trumpet snails. Do I dare? Put them in this tank. They should stay in that tank. There they are. I'm going to try it, because I can always get rid of them later. But we'll see. We can document that. 2 Malaysian trumpet snails, April 3rd, 2025. And we'll see how many end up in this tank in, I don't know, a few months or so. That'll be fun. So we shall see. So anyway, there they are. Hopefully they'll be happy. Hopefully there's enough stuff for them to feed on in here. I'll drop algae wafers in, and what else? I guess canned green beans is a plus, and whatever else I can come up with for these guys. And I'll keep them in here for, I don't know, maybe a month or so. I'm going to put, by then the water should start warming up in the tub outside. I want to put 3 or 4 in the tub and some pleco caves. These are a long way from spawning. And then I'm going to put a couple in a couple of the tanks. I'm going to move them around in the garage here. And that was part of the plan. And hopefully I will have enough to spread out. And if I don't, I know where I can get more. I think they had 20 of them when I was there. So appreciate you looking. And I'm glad you're here, and thanks for watching.